31st, 1999, after fighting off bids from Ajax and several other clubs, Michael Mols finally became a Rangers player. Like so many newcomers before him, he was immediately impressed by the history and traditions of a great football club.
The first impression was really good because I saw the stadium, 50,000, also the entrance, the reception. Yeah, it was football what you smell there. And it's not like a new stadium or whatsoever, but really a football stadium. My feeling was directly good. And if I make a decision, I always do it on what I feel.
Michael's first appearance at Ibrox was in the pre-season testimonial match for 9-in-a-row hero Ian Ferguson. That was when he realised just how big the Rangers support was.
I remember the first game in the stadium was a testimonial from Ian Ferguson against Sunderland, and when I came there and I saw the people, I didn't expect for a friendly so many people. So and that gave me excitement, so I just wanted to play. And
Michael Mols, the Dutchman, who signed a pre-contract agreement towards the end of last season, officially done and dusted during the close season. £4 million from Utrecht, and much expected.
That expectation was rewarded. For the first time, the Ibrox supporters saw the famous Mols turn in action, giving them a taste of things to come.
Barry Ferguson. Nice chip over the top, and I tell you what, it's a nice run too by Mols. He's being policed now by Michael Gray. The Dutchman doing well, 2 men in the penalty. This is Wallace trying to win two. Mols turns again.
He's very sharp, quick on the turn, and I think that's something that there is not a lot of in Scottish football. He could be very dangerous.
And the counter-attack from Bronkhorst. Johansson to the left, and to the right is Mols. Johansson's now moving into the penalty area, so too is Mols. The defender allows him space, knocked back. Giovanni van Bronckhorst! Dutch delight. Combination of the two men from the Netherlands. Smile on Michael Mols' face. Squaring it up for Van Bronckhorst, a lethal left foot finish.
Although Michael could clearly support his teammates, he was brought to Ibrox to score goals. In his first official game, a European qualifier against FC Haka of Finland, he proved why he was worth every penny of his transfer fee.
Mols, beautiful skill by Mols! Oh, a magnificent goal! If there's any doubts about why he has been brought to Ibrox, there you are. There's the run by Adamchuk. Shielded the ball very well, gets that across to Mols. Good control by Mols again. Oh, superb. Almost a replica of his first goal.
for a striker, it's always good when you score as quick as possible, but that takes away the pressure. I came from a small club in Holland. You have some other players who played on the highest level in top teams, and then the move to Scotland is different for me. For me, it's from a small club to a club like Rangers is a very big, and everything was new for me. And for me, everything was exciting. Also the league.
Now, Barry Ferguson, that's a beautiful ball to Mols. Mols going in the box. And he tries to, oh, what a finish! Superb goal, he deserves it for the way he's played in this game.
The reasons for me to sign for Rangers was to win a championship and win a cup, and from there on play in Europe and hopefully the Champions League.
In only his fourth match for Rangers, one of Michael's ambitions was realised. Rangers met Parma in the explosive atmosphere of a European tie at Ibrox. The Italians had spent £60 million on new players, and for Michael, it was a daunting prospect.
We got a draw, I remember. It was Parma and they won the UEFA Cup. So I thought, oh no, there goes my dream of playing in the Champions League. And yeah, everybody was a little bit nervous for the game.
Everybody, that is, apart from the extrovert Italian Lorenzo Amoruso, who, as usual, had plenty of advice for the new striker.
Yeah, oh, you always give tips. Doesn't matter if it's football or food or something else. He likes to give tips. That's on the also.
With the help of Lorenzo's inside information, Rangers gave a remarkable performance, beating the Italian giants 2-0. Although they lost the away leg, the commitment shown at Ibrox ensured qualification for the Champions League.
Was McCann. That's a beautiful ball onto Vidmar. Turning inside, is he got it? Led flies in! He scored! Vidmar scores for Rangers! Here's Wallace again. There's Mols, he's onside. Mols is going with a shot and it's just over. The first time he has really flashed into the game, and he does it in spectacular fashion. Wallace still going, there's a little touch across. Reina with it, and he scored!
But we still had another leg away, and I remember it was a very hard game. They created chances. We lost 1-0, and I remember it was nervous till the end. And when finally the whistle came, I was so happy, indescribable, because finally I got in the Champions League.
Only 3 days after the first Parma game, all thoughts of the Champions League were put aside. The match against Motherwell was only Michael's second Premier League appearance. But even the skill of former Rangers legend Andy Gorham couldn't stop Michael Mols.
Send it away from him. Here goes Neil McCann. Wallace and Mols waiting. And it's Michael Mols! Oh, yes! Bang! Michael Mols with a venomous volley. And Rangers have broken through.
When I scored the first one from across from Neil, I was just happy, and that we got the goal. And of course, the only thing for me at that time was, and still is to get the 3 points. And I didn't have the feeling, oh, this is going to be my day. But at the end of the day, I scored 4 goals, and even that for me was an experience I never had. And it was also against a Rangers legend, Andy Gorham, and he's one of the players I knew when I played in Holland.
Anticipation and expectation. When McCann gets the ball, he darts past Duisburg. Michael Mols again! It's the Dutchman and the double as Ibrox hails a new hero. Reina, oh, he's put Mols in the clear here! Brilliant! Michael Mols is the hat-trick hero at Ibrox. Mols with 3 goals already, loitering on the edge of the area as Van Bronckhorst sends this Rangers corner in, and it's going to break to Mols. It was a good place to loiter! Oh yes! It's a 4th for Michael Mols! Mols is the name, goals are his game.
And Bronkhorst, Mols gets the better of John Hughes, onside Jonathan Johansson. What a chance this is!
In August, the Rangers striker played his first game at Easter Road. It was the first time the Hibs manager had seen the Flying Dutchman in the flesh. Michael's skills had made an impression.
Michael Mols, when he came to Scotland, I think blew everybody away with his performances were phenomenal. And you know, I could sympathise with defences and trying to handle Michael and the season that he had when he joined Rangers.
Well, obviously he was a very talented player just from looking at him, but I think that his signature turn was the one thing that caught my eye, and I think it caught everybody else's eye. And I used to kind of wind up Jim O'Loughlin at Dundee United, because he'd know he was going to do it, but he just couldn't stop him doing it, so it just happened to him every time he played against him, so I still wind him up to this day about that.
I think Rangers is it's a family club. The people are very friendly, the people are helpful, and I think the first moment you come here, you feel home, and he's the kind of player who needs that. I think the better he feels, the better he performs, and I think that from the first moment he arrived in Scotland, he showed what he was capable of.
Players with Michael's talent need good players around them, and he realised that without a tightly knit squad, his task of scoring goals would be much more difficult.
I must say the team I played in that time, for me, is personally the best team I played in. Everybody had this quality, but we also played very good as a team. Everybody knew what the other did during the game.
But sometimes that communication broke down. Despite speaking English extremely well, occasionally the instructions from Glaswegian midfielder Barry Ferguson were slightly lost in translation.
No, I asked for subtitles once in a while. So it's really hard when you start coaching. So sometimes I did the wrong thing. I said, yeah, I didn't understand you. But he was a good guy. He's a really good player.
That teamwork proved to be vital. Rangers hadn't dropped a point since Michael arrived, and the performances of the new striker were making a major contribution to the League Championship challenge.
Mauricio finds Mols. And Bronkhorst, that's for Amato. A bridge for Michael Mols. Mols does it again. His 8th goal in 9 games. Amato. It's good skill from Amato. Good save for Priest. McCann's effort blocked, but Michael Mols gets his second. Michael Mols again showing how sharp he is inside the box, and that now from Mols is 9 goals in 9 games.
Here's Mols on the turn. That's it. That's a beautiful goal. That finishes it.
The Champions League, the greatest club competition in the world, the dream of every player. Michael Mols was no different. In just over a month, he had grown from being virtually unknown in Scotland to becoming a hero at Ibrox, playing against Europe's top teams. In October, he faced familiar opposition, PSV Eindhoven of Holland.
I like playing for full stadium. Oh, it just gives you a buzz and it gives you excitement. I don't feel it as a pressure. The more the better for me. Because it's a Dutch team and I know them. And it also has to do how the people think about Scottish football. They don't rate it so much. The manager at that time, Advocaat, he worked there. Newman played there. And that's why it's very nice if you beat them once, but twice is even better.
Yeah, for all the Dutch players it was a fantastic victory. And especially for me as well, because I got a lot of criticism when I left PSV and I signed for Rangers, because they said that going to Rangers was not a step forward. But yeah, when you beat them away 1-0 and then beat them here 5-1, that was a fantastic feeling. And I say you will never forget that moment.
Michael Mols, brilliant play by Mols.
Here's Mols, a beautiful ball to the side. Now McCann. Little bit of space there. Puts it away to the far side and it's in! Mols was in there and Rangers following this elevation are 2 goals up.
No offside, Mols. Away goes Mols.
And he's done it! That's it! No danger now. Rangers at the very least into the UEFA Cup.
Michael was now fully recognised as a vital addition to the Rangers squad. His remarkable eye for goal and his ability to tear defences apart was making a huge contribution to the success of his new club. He had achieved his dream of playing in the Champions League. He was idolised by the supporters and his future was promising great things. Then came that fateful night in Germany, which almost ended his career. The famous smile disappears when Michael remembers that awful night.
Oliver Kahn came running out of his goal to intercept the ball. And my first thought was, okay, try to kick the ball past him so we can have an open goal or at least a chance. But then I saw I couldn't make it, and he made a tackle. So I tried to jump over him, not to land on him. And when I hit the ground, my knee twisted. And I felt directly something was wrong, because directly I had a strange feeling inside of my knee. So I waved to the doctor to come over because something wasn't good. And I went in the dressing room, and I was a little bit annoyed because not because of my injury, because we needed a draw at that time and we were 1-0 behind, and we made some good chances, only we couldn't score. And at the end of the day, it meant we're out of the Champions League, so it was a double blow for me. The doctor told me the worst scenario and the best scenario at that time. So I had already in my mind what I could expect, but we needed to wait for the scan. And I think the next day we made a scan. And I remember when they told me the news, I could cry at that time. I had the feeling I could cry.
It was then the long, painful fight back to recovery began. Michael returned to Holland for an operation to rebuild his knee. Afterwards, long days were spent in the gym, enduring agonising physiotherapy, slowly restoring strength and movement to his damaged joints.
The whole day I was in a gym or at physio, because it was so sore the way he works. But he had only one thing in mind: get back and play football again. I must say I owe a lot to my wife. In that time I was renting an apartment in Holland. So sometimes the elevator didn't work, so she had to bring all the groceries up. And